Many of you were asking to show how to paint houses, cottages. For today's tutorial, I choose very typical Norwegian landscape with a red wooden house. I'm Olga Koelsch, watercolor artist, educator, and a book author. Welcome to my studio. Firstly, let's place our main hero, the house, called hytte. Firstly, let's paint the similar simple shape of a house. It has a roof, it has an extra house behind, some wooden fence, and it is a little bit tilted, so there is a perspective, and we can see a little bit a small part of the roof. And let's add a window on the very top, like this. So now let's place our house in the environment. It's on the top of the hill. So one part of the hill. We can also see there is a second part of the hill in the other direction, a little bit behind. There is also a mountain, but we are not going to paint it in very details, but we can set up a shape, and I will move a little bit the mountains part around. So I will place my house a little bit in the background of the mountain. Look that the tree is higher than the house. Firstly, I would like to paint the sky and the mountain part. It's very grayish. I will warm up my gray mix with burnt sienna. I will firstly paint the gray sky, very typical Norwegian sky, like this, and then with a little bit warmer grayish mix, I will start to paint the mountain shape, not to make it warmer, like this. And when paint the mountain, I will try to use more dry brush strokes. And doing that, I will already organize the structure, the texture of the mountain. It is uneven, and I will do it approximately like this. So this will be our mountain. Maybe add a couple of slightly dry brush strokes, not overdo it. Just dividing slightly mountain part from the sky. Now let's paint the hills. Would like to paint this middle part a little bit wet, so I water the area. I would like to create some emerald muted green, again viridian with burnt sienna. And now let's add that I move my brush, setting up the direction for the lines, how the grass grows, and I want to add a couple of dry brush strokes, more with brown touch with burnt sienna, a little bit bigger brush strokes, a little bit smaller brush strokes, slightly dry brush strokes on the top of the hill, almost up to the house. This. We need to think about our other hill, so to set up a little bit of shades in this one. So now let's paint this front part. I will create some yellowish greenish ochre mix. I have yellow ochre, will be perfect, with a hint of green. So I set up the direction of the grass slightly the opposite to this hill. That will create the dynamic. We have lots of white flowers around. I try to organically mix both heels like this. I slide the texture with my brush, with my half dry brush down, quick brush strokes, and then I use the tip of my brush. I will grab a little bit more greenish mix, green, brown. I want to paint it in a bit muted way, so now I create dry brush strokes, moving my hand from top to bottom, but always according to their directions. I want to make a little bit more dynamic version of what's happening, therefore I play around with grass direction, darker and deeper brush strokes in between. For example, this part, a little bit more on the top, next to the house. Always changing, always try to add slightly different touch. And it's nice when a couple of brush strokes overlapping with the previous heel. Some area with stems. We are working just on the area around, so it's not much of painting a house, it's more about painting landscape. But we will come to the houses one day, more to the houses. Now with the tip of the brush and slightly diluted mix, I create close-up yellow flowers. I like to work in more muted tones. I think they look more interesting. The area gets dry, so I would like to add a couple of brush strokes. There are trees, but I'm not going to paint them. I will skip them. Otherwise it will be too much of attention. They will be competing with the house. Don't need it. Dusty emerald green. A little bit grass in all these areas. What we need to create is to create bigger, more evident division between these two shapes, between these two heels. So with almost dry brush, I add a little bit more of shades around and I just let it dry. Now comes the house. It's dusty red. I have my red mixed with burnt sienna from Painting Roses. That will be just perfect. I will switch to a smaller brush number 4. So with my smaller brush, I just paint the main building, the front part of the house, just as I see it. It's not very sunny day. We don't have a lot of shadows. Shadows are not bright, so we can just cover it relatively plain and then add a little bit of details. So this part of the house, it's more muted and dark. We'll even mix it with green. The fence you can add, make it slightly darker. Now with burnt sienna, you can add shades under the roof. It's basically the only shady part under the roof, so it's a very important one. And underneath the house. Small little details, but they matter. Now we have white building right here, which is not actually white, it's some kind of grayish. Have a little bit of cobalt blue here, dirty enough to paint the white thing, the white house. Super diluted. And the roof is pretty light. It is light as the mountains, but I think would be nice to add it some warmer twist. I will use a little bit more burnt sienna for that, so it will stand out. Now just keep adding details. The second building, there is some white area in between, we don't need it. We can find some similar color to the mountain part. Now let's add the tree. First, let's add tree trunk, just burnt sienna with turquoise here. So one trunk, it's a wide tree, it's maybe an apple tree, so I place the branches around like this, and then I switch to a lighter green, light yellow, and with the tip of the brush, with very loose brush strokes, I set up the tree shape. I leave a lot of white areas in between. I mix colors with the trunk area. I add a couple of yellow bright touches and a little bit darker, small brush strokes, a little bit more distinct. Let's add details. I will add some shades, some grass idea. I see that the fence kind of lost, so I just use a bolder dirty mix, but still with the red, to emphasize a little bit this one. I also would like to use burnt sienna next to the house to add small details, grass details on the very top of the hill. Now the window looks not realistic. We need to make it grayish, like the sky. The small little window right here, let's add it. Once it's all dry, we can add a couple of very spontaneous brush strokes on the area. Not so much, just to create the difference, variety. Same on the front one. More grass imitating, spontaneous brush strokes. Just a couple of them, don't overdo it, and it's nice to add a couple of grass looking brush strokes in the intersection of both hills. As the last touch, we can add a little bit of dry brush strokes on the mountain texture, so I just mix everything I have in my grayish bluish palette plate, and following the same direction, I will just add very dry brush strokes when I paint it like this on dry paper. It creates nice texture. A little bit more, a little bit less, and let's remove the tape. Always feels nice. Here it is. Our Norwegian landscape is ready. Thank you so much for painting with me. I hope it was fun. Please let me know in comments what would you like to paint next. What painting ideas do you have for the 100-day project? And see you soon. Bye bye.